Jay, wow, this is fantastic. And I want to know why it took so long to tell Dalton Trumbo's story.
It's a really good question. I think it's a complex story. It spans 13 years. I think maybe in a way, too, Hollywood might almost not want to bring up how badly some of us, some of in our industry, let's say, behaved at that time. A lot of people have regrets about how it went down.
Yeah, and you know, I'm going to ask Bryan this, but you know, as you were making this movie, did it get you angry and piss you off about what went on at that time?
Well, it's interesting. One of the characters I love in the story is Michael Stuhlbarg's character, Edward G. Robinson, and he was faced with the dilemma all the writers and actors who were sort of targeted at the time were faced with, which was he lost his job. He was banished from doing what he loved, and he was asked to come in and testify about friends and organizations, and he chose for a long time to not do that, just as his friends, including Trumbo, who was in jail already. And then he finally, because he couldn't use a pseudonym, he had his face is all, and he was recognizable, had to go in, and he named names, but only names of people that had already been named.
Right, yeah.
So in a way, he could say, I didn't really name names, but he was seen as cooperating.
Yeah.
The most excruciating dilemma for this man, and
Absolutely.
Stuhlbarg captured that, you know, in these close shots during his testimony when you could just say, oh.
I was sweating watching
So,
him.
and it comes up to, what would you have done?
Yeah.
What would you have done? And his character, and Trumbo's too, Trumbo stayed even more sort of militant about it. But many people were faced with that exact dilemma,
Yeah, sure.
and some chose one thing, some chose the other. Some chose to persecute people, some chose to not. And so the what would you have done is a really important question.
It's hard to answer that question. It really is. Until you're in that situation, you want to save your own skin. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston. I mean, can this man do no wrong?
Bryan is a miracle. You know, he connected to this character because there's a little Trumbo and Bryan, a little Bryan and Trumbo for sure. The charm and charisma, the ability with words, and the opinionated, you know, stubborn, intense thing that Bryan, you know, it can be for justice, for things that matter. He really related to this man, and he's amazing to work with. He's the most prepared actor I've ever worked with. He comes in with many versions already memorized, and you can choose. There's never a take that doesn't work. There's just which of 6 different great takes would you like to try, you know, in the edit.
Yeah. I mean, the whole cast, you really... Helen Mirren?
Helen Mirren, Hedda Hopper, and, you know, that character was not easy to enrich because she was so zealous and so sort of odd, and so, for me, having done like the Sarah Palin movie or other films in this meant that the answer to trying to make sure you capture not just the iconography of the character but the complexity of them is you cast an amazing actress like Helen Mirren.
Yeah, well, you've done an amazing job with this.
Thank
Congratulations. You. And are we going to see another Austin Powers? Come on, Mike keeps saying there's going to be one.
I don't know. We talk about it every time we get together, and you never say never. I'm always there if he wants to do it.
Good. Mike, you're listening? Come on. Jay's in town. We're going to get that Austin Powers. We want to get shagged. Come on.
There's some new ideas, though, so you never know.
It's never ending with Austin Powers. Come on, really.
Yeah. Why should it end?
Yeah.
Mini-Me? I would see Mini-Me, you know, twice a day.
I want to see Mini-Me have kids. Mini-Me's. Yeah.
Yeah, many Mini-Me's.
Many Mini-Me's.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this, Jay. Best of luck with it, and
thank you.
Lovely always talking to you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.